Yep. I'm going Flagrant foul on the Philadelphia 76ers. I got to. And it's just because the process is over, man. What is going Philly fans are not pleased. People in Philly are thanking God that the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. And they can celebrate that because the Philadelphia 76ers, they are not helping whatsoever in the game of basketball. 20 and 37. They are sitting in the 12th spot in the East. They are 17 games below 500. They are the only good thing about Philly right now. They're the 16th. They are ranked 16th in the league, just below halfway in opponents' points per game. But outside of that, when you look at the offense, 26 in points per game at 108.9. 30th in rebounding, under 40, 39.3. 29th in assists per game at 22.9. They are 30 teams in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know. Rebounding, the Philadelphia 76ers are 30. They are dead last in rebounding. And they almost dead last in assists per game. What is going? You know what's going on? Before I tell you what's going on, look at this. This is their last 10 games. This is their last 10 games. 1-9 in their last 10 games. The only win they got was against the Dallas Mavericks. They didn't have Luka at the time. This was before they traded Luka. You lost to Boston. You lost to Miami. You lost to Detroit. You lost to Milwaukee. You lost to Toronto. You lost to Brooklyn, to Boston again, Brooklyn again, and Chicago. We're going to talk about Chicago again because that took place last night, by the way. We're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that. Best believe we're going to talk about that. 1-9 in your last 9 games. And speaking of last night, I said we were going to talk about it. 142 to 110 Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls at one point had a 50-point lead. Yes, 50-point lead Chicago Bulls had. That's what they had. They had a 50. Look at the third quarter. 40-18. They were outscored 40-18 in the third quarter. This is at Philly. That fan base is disgusted right now with the 76ers. And guess who didn't play? Joel Embiid didn't play. You can't make this stuff up. The fact that Joel Embiid didn't play still don't account for you to get your ass whooped by 32 by the Chicago Bulls. Who do the Chicago Bulls got? Zach LaVine's in Sacramento hanging out with DeMar DeRozan. So who do the Bulls got? How do the Bulls beat you this bad? They are only 3 games ahead of you. So how do they beat you this bad? You still got Tyrese Maxey, who played. You still got Paul George, who played, by the way. So I'm confused. Maybe y'all can help me. Because the 76ers literally got their ass drugged by the Chicago Bulls. And I'm sitting here like, who is on this team that's able to beat Philly like this, even without Joel Embiid? Just look at the Bulls roster. That's all due respect to the Bulls, because you are professional athletes. But I'm just saying, Kobe White, Alonzo Ball, Josh Giddey, Javon Carter, Jalen Smith, Nikola Vukovic, Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter. I ain't say nobody name that's a household name. Well, probably Josh Giddey for other reasons, but outside of that. So how did they beat y'all? They whooped y'all ass by 32. This team right here that I just looked at whooped your ass by 32. 32. And I know Paul George played because I seen the stats. I'm not going to go back to it. I know Tyrese Maxey played because he been the man that been playing. Go to the box score of this game. Cause I don't this don't make no sense. It really don't. It don't. I need to see the box score again because 142 was given up by the Philadelphia 76ers, which is mind blowing in any aspect since they've been having Joel Embiid as their franchise guy. So the Bulls' leading scorer was Josh Giddey with 25. Kevin Herter had 23. Zach Collins gave you 19. Buzzless gave you 17. Terry Kim off the bench gave you 17. Kobe White gave you 15 off the bench, and Vucevic didn't even play. So not only the Bulls star didn't play, Philadelphia so Joel Embiid for the Sixers didn't play. Mikal Vucevic didn't play. So both big centers didn't start for both teams, and you still got beat by 32. What did Philly do? Paul George has 19 points. Maxey gave you 13. Terrible shooting for Maxey. 3 for 10 for shooting. Jeez, Maxey had a terrible game. Aubrey Jr. gave you 19. This is astonishing ass whooping that the Sixers took. And why this has been a constant thing with the 76ers? Because yet again, Joel Embiid has to explore options for possibly, and it's more likely than ever, to have knee surgery yet again. We don't know when he's going to have knee surgery. They don't know when he's going to do it. Guess what? Joel Embiid has not been around for the 76ers this entire season. Pretty much. The 76ers are 20 and 37. They played 57 games. Joel Embiid played 19. In those 19 games, he's giving you 23.8 points per game, shooting 44% from the field, almost 30% from three-point range with 8 rebounds and damn near 5 assists. In 19 games. The man has almost missed 40 freaking games. He's at 38. He's at 38. Those of you want to do math. He missed 38 games already out of the 57. That's how many games he missed already. Consequently, guess who played 38 games? That would be Paul George, the offseason acquisition from the Los Angeles Clippers. He has played 38 games, which includes last night. 16 points a game, shooting 43% from the field, 35% from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. The new star in Philly? Yes, I'm saying it right here, right now. The brand new star in Philly is Tyrese Maxey. It's no longer Joel Embiid. It is Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey has missed 8 games. He's played 49 games. 27 points per game. For almost 45% from the field. Almost 35% from three-point range. He's giving you 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Last night was terrible. He only gave you 13. 3 for 10 shooting. No rebounds, 2 assists. That was it. Not a good game for Tyrese Maxey. But in an 82-game series, you're going to have nights like that. But the main consistent guy has been Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid can't even go for any type of awards because he has already missed 38 games. And the way this season is going, he's on his way to miss 50, to be quite honest with you. Because what, you had 57 games, so you got another what? 25 games left? I can see Joel Embiid missing another 10 to 12 games. At this rate, if not the rest of the 25 games that the 76ers have to play. Because he's not healthy. He's never healthy. He wasn't healthy last year in the playoffs, but he was trying to carry the Sixers as much as he can. He wasn't healthy when he was on Team USA for the Olympics, but he wanted to win that gold medal. He wanted to put that on his list, his bucket list, which he was able to get. And now we at this point where he's only played 19 games. The season started in October. November, December, January. We about to be in the end of the month of February. In 4 months, Joel Embiid has only played 19 games. What more can the Philadelphia 76ers do at this point? Everybody's been talking about it. Just shut Joel Embiid down for the season. Get him healthy for next season because this is an embarrassment. Go back. An embarrassment. 32-point loss at home to the Chicago Bulls. This is an embarrassment. So yes, Philadelphia might need to think long and hard about shutting Joel Embiid down because the way this season is going, Philadelphia's going to miss the playoffs. And it's going to be a very disappointing and frustrating offseason for Philadelphia in basketball. Because this is not what they expected. And want to tell you how I know? Here are their next games. Their next game is against the New York Knicks. And I'm pretty sure the New York Knicks, which is tomorrow, is going to come out and want to send a message. And they're going to use Philadelphia as the example. Then you have Golden State, one of the hottest teams in the Western Conference right now, coming to Philly. Then you got Portland coming in. That's going to be a toss-up. You got to go to Minnesota, who just came back and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder after being down 25 points with like 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Then you got to go to Boston. And Boston been tearing y'all ass up ever since the start of this season. And actually, they've been tearing y'all ass up for quite some time now. So they still might be tearing your ass up when March 6th gets here. Then you get a visit from Utah. Okay, you should win that one, even without Joel Embiid. Then you go to Atlanta. We don't know what Atlanta looks like, but you never know what Atlanta team you're going to get. Well, you already lost to Toronto, and you know you got to go up north to face Toronto. We'll see how that goes. The Pacers coming into town to Philly. And then you got to go to Dallas to see Kyrie Irving. Out of this next 10 stretch, you probably get 2, maybe 3 wins. Portland, Utah, maybe Atlanta. Because you don't know what Atlanta Hawks team you're going to get down in the 30 Bird, down in the 30 South. Portland, you don't know what type of team you're going to get from there either. And Utah is like a punching bag in the West. So maybe 3. Maybe you can go 3-7 in the next 10 because you're already 1-9. You're not beating New York. You're not beating Golden State. You're not beating Minnesota. You're not beating Boston. You're not beating Indiana. You might not beat Dallas as well. Just, oh my gosh. Somebody please help Philly out. Because Philly fans are suffering. They celebrating the Super Bowl, but man, they are suffering because they did not expect this type of season from their 76ers. They just didn't. They didn't expect it.